How are we all? It's it's a weird video today. I think I start off most of my videos by saying that, but it is a weird video today because it was one of those videos I just suddenly thought of, and then I posted on Instagram and I was like, hey, who wants this video? And everyone was like, yeah, me. So I'm doing it. This is what's happening today. So today's video is literally going to be me going through my Walt Disney World plans. For those of you who haven't seen the original video, I'm going to link it up here for you, but it is me explaining the fact that me and Ryan are going to Walt Disney World for a honeymoon. I am the sort of person who absolutely adores other people's plans for holidays, so I love to see where they're going, what they're doing, which restaurants they put in which days and why they put it there and all that sort of stuff. I'm just super nosy about other people's lives basically, and it makes me excited because I want to plan my holiday like they are doing theirs. So yeah, I'm just really nosy and I really love that sort of video, so I thought, why not do it myself? Please do excuse the very strange light changes that are happening. It's a very cloudy day, but the sun keeps coming out and making it really warm on my face, and then it keeps going back in again and making it really cold. So I haven't just got dodgy lighting, it is just Mother Nature. So the way this video is probably going to work is I've got my laptop set up here, ready to go. And I'm pretty much just going to say, right, on this day, this is what we're going to do, on that day, then we're going to do that. And really, I'm looking for advice from all of you that are not amateurs, because we are. If you are new here, we have never been to Walt Disney World before, and we are going for the first time for a honeymoon, so it's a big deal and we want to get it right. So, you know, if I've put that we're going to go on to Epcot on a Wednesday and you guys go, oh whoa, you don't go to Epcot on a Wednesday for some unknown reason to me, please do let me know. If I've said we're going to go to Satuli Canteen for lunch, you go, oh no, don't go to Satuli Canteen. If there's things that I don't know that I've put in my timetable that's just blaring red flags at you, then please do let me know, and obviously then I can change it. The honeymoon isn't till next year, so we've got absolutely no rush in cementing any of these plans. I think it might be fast passes that are 400 days, and dining is 300 and something. So we have just less than a year until we need to actually book dining, so please do let me know your various thoughts, and I will change the plan accordingly. We're on the quick service plan, so we get 2 quick service meals a day, but we are going to pay out of pocket for a few kind of upgraded meals to table service, so I will obviously mention when they come along. A few things to note is that obviously at the moment we don't know what park hours are going to be, and we don't know where Extra Magic hours are going to be either. I don't know if there's a kind of set date or maybe set day of the week that Mickey's Not So Scary happens. I've put it on, in this case it's a Friday, but I don't know, that's just because I looked at last year's dates and they looked like they were on Tuesdays and Fridays, so I've put ours on a Friday, but I don't know whether actually it was the dates themselves that are set. So if you know that as well, just let me know, because obviously that could change as well. I've been utterly distracted from this video by the fact that Ryan has sent me a picture of a Cavapoo puppy. And now we want a Cavapoo puppy. Okay, right, sorry, I'm back. I'm here, hello. Cavapoos. I'm going to crack on. I'm going to crack on, and you guys can be my guides in the comments, please. So we are actually doing our honeymoon Monday to Monday. It's a 14-night holiday, but until we book flights, we have absolutely no idea what time the flight's going to be. The kind of 10 o'clock in the morning sort of one tends to be slightly more expensive than the 1 o'clock one, but the 1 o'clock one might get you there almost too late to do anything that evening, and it's all a little bit crazy, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with that first Sunday, so the night before we fly. I personally don't like staying in airport hotels. I know for most people, like, pre-travel day is that amazing part of the trip and everyone loves it, but I'm not a fan, just because it's not my bed, and that upsets me. And if you've seen my previous video, you know that I don't like flying. So being in an airport longer than I need to is just so much anxiety. If you haven't seen my last vlog, I'll put it up here. It's just about fear of flying and how I'm gonna get myself to Walt Disney World. But I would always opt to sleep in my own bed and get up early to drive to the airport, rather than sleeping in another bed that is not mine and feeling more anxious about it. So I think I would probably opt to stay in my own bed, but I have got a small section at the beginning of the plan just to kind of say what would happen if we stayed overnight. But I am going to start from the Monday. It's the Monday a week and a bit after our wedding. So our wedding is on a Saturday, and a week and a bit after our wedding will be the Monday that we fly to Disney. So we've got a week to kind of sort ourselves out. So Monday. This is assuming that we've stayed at home and I'll drive into the airport. We get to the airport, still don't know what the flight time is, obviously, so I can't tell you all of that. I've even planned my outfits as well. Is that sad? I don't know. Do people plan their outfits? Because I have. So we are staying on Disney property, so I believe we can get a Magical Express, go straight to our resort. And pretty much that evening is just going to be checking in, finding our room, getting our resort mugs, because that's super exciting, picking up our Instacart order. This is a thing that we got from one of our friends. Instacart being like an app where you do your grocery shopping and you can send it to your hotel, because someone goes and picks it up for you and they deliver it to your hotel. So it wouldn't be a big shop, it would just be things like bottles of water and snacks and stuff like that, but we would order an Instacart to our hotel for when we arrive. And then pretty much just having some food. We have seen in so many people's vlogs those pizzas that you can get delivered to your room, which is like, yes. And honestly, I dream about that pizza sometimes. It could be like the worst pizza in the world, but it looks so good. And it looks like exactly what you want when you've been on a 9-hour flight. So it would be pretty much just chill in our room, eat some pizza, watch some Disney telly and go to sleep. So Tuesday, I've put that the alarm will be at 6:15, but I know for a fact that because of jet lag we'll be awake at like 4. But at least because we're awake at 4, I'm taking advantage of that and doing an early Disney day. Also, when we do Disneyland Paris, we are up at like 6:30 or 7 o'clock every morning. We don't do any of that nonsense of having a lie-in and leisurely breakfast and then you're going to saunter into the parks at midday. I'm like, no. 8 o'clock, crushes coaster. So we're not going to do that for 14 days straight, because A, it's our honeymoon, we want to relax, and B, you can't do it for 14 days straight. So we're not really planning on doing that, but for the first day it has to be an early one. So I've put alarm at 6:15, but chances are we'll be up earlier. I'm definitely 100% going to be wearing my bridal ears, because everyone needs to know that I'm a bride. I am that person. And I have put Be Our Guest breakfast in at 8 AM, which from all the vlogs I've watched just seems like the perfect way to start a Disney trip. Be Our Guest breakfast, 8 AM. I've been told that that is a good thing to do, because by the time you've finished you can get on the queues for like the busy rides like Seven Dwarfs and stuff like that. And also you might be able to get the welcome show in, so I'm kind of excited for that. So Be Our Guest breakfast at 8 o'clock, what a way to start off the trip. I'll be crying by then. I'll have cried at least 50 times by the time we get to Be Our Guest. Ryan is prepared for that and he has chosen to marry me, so you know. The fast passes that I've put down provisionally are Big Thunder, Splash and Space. I just thought doing all 3 mountains would be a pretty decent way to start your trip. If I'd ever say any fast passes that you think are pointless, then obviously let me know and I'll change them. But I think those 3 are probably worth fast passing. Basically spend that morning at Magic Kingdom. I was thinking kind of 8 till 1-ish, that sort of time. Basically until we get too hot and tired. Bear in mind we've not been to Florida before and that heat is probably going to exhaust us on the first day. You get used to it over the time, so I've been told, but that first day I think we need to take it easy. So probably 8 till whenever we get tired. Then we'll go back to the hotel, have a little bit of a rest, bit of pool time maybe, and have a bit of a chill. And then in the evening we are going to Disney Springs. I feel like that would be a chilled first evening, rather than being like park, 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 park. I know a lot of you probably would do park, 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 and not take breaks in the middle of the day and stuff like that, but as I've said, like, it is our honeymoon. We do want to have some relaxation as well. We want to spend some chilled time together and stuff. So as much as you guys are like, why are you taking so many breaks? A, it's hot and we're not used to it, and B, we just want to chill a little bit as well, so don't judge us for that. But we will spend the evening in Disney Springs, and I've put deluxe burger as the quick service because I've heard some good things about that. A lot of people have said it's the best burger they've ever had in their lives, and I'm like, well, we will see about that because I love a Five Guys. So yeah, that's what we've put for Disney Springs. Have a little wander around. I'm excited about World of Disney. I want to see what that's like, and looking in all the shops and stuff, so it'll be kind of a chilled evening together. Next day, Wednesday, we are up at 7:15, so it's an hour later than the previous day, getting a little bit of a lie-in. Obviously, we're going to Animal Kingdom from kind of like 9-ish till 1-ish. Again, I don't really know what the best timings are. It might be best to go from 9 till 3, it might be best to go from 9 till 10 and then get out, I don't know. But I'm going from kind of 9 till 1-ish. I've already put down that breakfast will be going to Kusafiri because they have the cinnamon rolls, and I really want the cinnamon rolls. So it's all based on snacks and food, this. But yeah, we're going to spend some time there. Fast passes, the Safari, Everest, and Flight of Passage. They're the 3 that I've put down, which I feel like is a good 3 fast passes. I've got a couple of Flight of Passage, but I know that they're hard to get, so I'm kind of putting it down a few times in the hope that at least once we'll get it. And we will have lunch at Satula Canteen. I want to try the cheeseburger pods, and I think Ryan wants one of those bowls where you put lots of stuff in it. And I want to get a Night Blossom as well. I want to try one of them. As you can see, I watch a lot of Disney food blog. Then we go back to the hotel, have a chill. Actually, on my timetable it says free time. Free time to me means we're not designated to do anything, so we can do what we want. But the default will be go back to the hotel and chill, go in the pool, have a nap, whatever. Shower, freshen up, that sort of stuff. But if we chose to and we were feeling great, then we could go to a different park, or we could go to a different resort or something like that. It just says free time, so we can do with that what we will. Then for the evening we're gonna go to Wilderness Lodge. Wilderness Lodge is what I think would be my favourite Walt Disney World resort. It just is stunning. And then we are gonna go to Artist Point. I am very excited about that. That is my first table service upgrade. So I have chosen that one. Artist Point is just the one that I'm really excited about. Firstly, because of the resort it's in, and secondly, because it's character dining, and thirdly, the food looks awesome. It looks so beautiful and Instagrammable and tasty, and it makes me excited. So that is why I've chosen that one. Having done my research on extra magic hours, it seems that that would be a day when Magic Kingdom would have their evening extra magic hours. So we would go from Artist Point back to Magic Kingdom and then go and ride Big Thunder Mountain while the fireworks are going off, because we did it in Paris last year and it was stunning. It was just one of the most magical things. So we'd aim to go and do that in the evening when the fireworks are happening, then head back to our hotel. Okay, next day, even more of a lie-in. 8:30 alarm, yes. Breakfast at the resort, so we're staying at All Star Music and the breakfast options seem fine enough. But yeah, All Star Music does like pancakes and waffles and all that sort of stuff, so I'm excited about that. It's got bacon and eggs and stuff, and Ryan likes them, so there's plenty of stuff for us to look for, as well as like fruit and stuff if you're feeling like you're too unhealthy. But yeah, we'll have breakfast at the resort and then we're gonna leave, and then we are heading to Typhoon Lagoon that morning. I have said in the previous video about the honeymoon, Ryan's not a massive fan of water parks. I like them, but I don't like them enough to want to spend like an entire day there. So we're only going to spend a couple of hours at Typhoon Lagoon, kind of like get on everything once, or at least everything that we want to go on will go on once. Does Typhoon Lagoon have a lazy river? If it does, let me know, because I like a lazy river. I know it's got like a wave pool and it's got lots of slides, but let me know about the lazy river, and if Blizzard Beach has one as well. We will have lunch at Typhoon Lagoon. Some people will probably say that's a waste of a quick service credit because it's not particularly interesting, but to be fair, we don't really care. We just want food. And by the time we are done in Typhoon Lagoon, it will be around lunchtime and we'll probably want some food. And also, I heard a rumour that they do the little like balls of ice cream, those little tiny ones. Something about dots. But they have like them, little tiny pots, and they look so good. So we'd have to try some of them as well. Then once we've done that, we'll go back to the resort to change, shower, freshen up, all that sort of stuff. And then in the evening, or the afternoon evening, we are going to go to Epcot for the first time. Our aim is to do like the future world bit. Not necessarily all of or any of the World Showcase, but kind of like get that bit done. Fast passes, Spaceship Earth, Living with the Land. Do we need to fast pass that? I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it or not. And Test Track. They are the three that we've put down. But Living with the Land, like, it seems like a nice little ride, but I don't know if it's a fast passable ride or if it's just not even worth going on. Let me know. So yeah, we'll do that. And then Ryan really wants to try Tangerine Cafe in Morocco. But my kind of qualm with this part of the timetable is that all the eats we want to do are in the World Showcase, but we can't do them all in one day because it's just so much food. So, you know, when we're doing the Future World bit, do we venture into World Showcase, go to Morocco to do Tangerine Cafe, and potentially kind of like breeze past all the other things? Or do we just not go to Tangerine Cafe? Or do we just accept that actually we might just go into World Showcase for a bit and not worry too much about it? Am I overthinking it? I don't know. But yeah, he wants to go to Tangerine Cafe because he likes Moroccan food, and he went to Morocco on holiday a while back, so he kind of misses it, so we'd like to go there and experience the food. Once we've done that, that is kind of like it for the day. It depends on how long we stay there, I suppose. Depends on when we get back to the hotel. The following day, I've got alarm 8 o'clock. It's, you know, not too early. Cute outfit again, love that. We will go into breakfast at the Wolfgang Puck Express. Some people have said that they like some of like the chicken dishes that they do, but for breakfast it's been particularly recommended. And we also saw it on Sophie and Dave's vlogs. I now can't remember if it was the honeymoon one or the one before that, but Sophie and Dave's vlogs, they went to Wolfgang Puck Express and they had like chocolate chip pancakes and a breakfast pizza. They were kind of like the meals, and they've stuck with us ever since watching them. Ryan particularly would be interested in a breakfast pizza, and I am certainly interested in chocolate chip pancakes. Oh, they might have been chocolate chip waffles. It might have been chocolate chip waffles that Sophie had. Either way, chocolate chip something, and it's batter, and I love it. So yeah, Wolfgang Puck Express breakfast at around like 9-ish. And then from there we will go to the outlets, to the premium outlets. We'll get an Uber to do that because we haven't got a car. So spend some time in the outlets. Ryan loves shopping, so we'll go and do that. He's very into kind of like designer brands. I'm less so, but I'm doing it because he wants to, and I want to go to the character warehouse. so we'll go there, we'll have a little bit of a shop, probably get lunch there as well, obviously out of pocket. And then we'll head back to the hotel and get ourselves sorted, because this is the day that I am timetabling in Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. It will be a Friday, which is what it was last year. It was Tuesday and Friday last year, so that's the only reason I've put it there. But I've put it in from 4 o'clock because that's when like ticket holders obviously can go in for Mickey's Not So Scary. I have put from 4 o'clock, but I've also put in some fast passes, and the fast passes are kind of like a hope we can use them because we get there in time. But I've gone with Seven Dwarfs, Haunted Mansion, And I've put a question mark next to Tron because after everything that's going on at the moment, I don't know if that's going to be open. I'm not sure if it was meant to be open. It just kind of said summer 2021. But I've put a question mark next to that. If it's not that, we will obviously pick something else. But I've put a question mark against that. And the first thing that we will be doing at Mickey's Not So Scary is queuing up for Jack and Sally, because that is one of the things that Ryan really wants to do. He really wants to meet Jack and Sally, so it's only fair that we do that. So the following day, because of the previous night, I have put a relaxed start. Like, we don't really have to be up if we don't want to until midday. We can kind of get up, we could chill, we could be in the pool, whatever, we could have a relaxed morning. We will have lunch at the resort because it's more chilled that way. Then we'll do a little bit of resort hopping. We'll just kind of pick a resort that we want to go to and have a little wander around there, whatever that might be. And then we'll aim to go to Hollywood Studios. Fast passes I put down are Slinky Dog Dash, Toy Story Mania and Fantasmic. I've been told that you need to fast pass the first two at least. Fantasmic less so, but you apparently get a nicer seat if you fast pass it. And I really want to see Fantasmic because it makes me happy, the music. We are going to plan to eat at Backlot Express just before we do Fantasmic. It looks so good, and the chicken nugs, they just look amazing, Disney nugs. The next day, the Sunday, this is a big day. This is a big day. I mean, first things first, I'm going to be wearing my Mrs. top and Ryan's going to be wearing his Mr. top, so we're going to have like matching tops. It's going to be super cute. I'll wear my bride ears as well, so I'm going to be full on wifey. It's going to be beautiful. At least the alarm is at 9:30, so it's not too early, but we are then planning on doing a 4 parks one day. Mid-August, blazing sun, 4 parks one day. The plan is Animal Kingdom, then Epcot, then Hollywood Studios, then Magic Kingdom. Our fast pass is going to be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway in Hollywood Studios, and doing it in that order, it means we can get the Skyliner from Epcot to Hollywood Studios, so we get to use that as well, which is going to be quite fun. And then the hope is that we finish in Magic Kingdom and finish off the whole day with Happily Ever After. Whether that works out or not, I'm not sure, but we will see. There are 2 extra days in the holiday where we've got a kind of free space in the evening, so if we don't manage to do Happily Ever After on that day, we'll go and do it a different day. But that is the 4 parks one day. Next morning, at the start of the second week, up at 9:30, resort breakfast. It was a resort brunch, sorry. Basically a late breakfast. Probably like 10:15 sort of time. Pretty chilled morning. Then we are going to travel to the boardwalk area. And have a chill, wander around the boardwalk, see what that's like. And then we're going to go to the beach club and get a beaches and cream. We're going to get a No Way Jose. We already know what we're going to order because it just looks beautiful, and we have seen on Yaz and Ash's vlogs their No Way Jose, and we want it. So go and have a beaches and cream, and then we are going to travel to Epcot because it's like a little walk away, I believe. And we will do the World Showcase section then, because you can like tuck in the back way. So I've put fast passes as Frozen and Ratatouille, but I know that they've got like tier systems, and I don't know what tier Ratatouille is going to be. I'm not sure anyone does at the moment, so it's quite possible Ratatouille will be top tier with Frozen, so that probably won't work, but I've put it there anyway just in case. I've also put Meet Pooh, because again I heard a rumour that there was a section where you can meet him in the United Kingdom Pavilion, like in Christopher Robin's room, but I don't know if that's like a permanent thing, if that's a kind of seasonal thing, but I've put it there anyway to kind of remind me that actually we could meet him if he's there, because meeting him in Christopher Robin's room would be the cutest thing ever, so I would be so up for that. Okay, so next day is a Thursday, 8 AM alarm, and we will be heading to Magic Kingdom. I've put breakfast at Friar's Nook because they do this cute like croissant egg something sandwich and like mini cinnamon donuts, and I'm like, that's not a breakfast, and I love it. Magic Kingdom, lots of cute stuff. Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan and Pirates of the Caribbean are my 3 fast passes for that day. And then once we've finished our morning / early afternoon at Magic Kingdom, we will then get an Uber to go to Target, because as it's heading towards the end of our holiday, Ryan wants to get some stuff to take home with him. So we'll go to Target for an hour or so in the middle of the afternoon. And then we will go from Target to the resort and obviously drop off all the food. We're then going to get ready for the evening, where we're going to go to Ohana for dinner, which is Ryan's choice of like upgrade. So yeah, very exciting to go to Ohana, and we're hoping that we'll be able to time it nicely so that either we can watch fireworks from the beach or we can watch it while we're eating dinner. We haven't really decided which one we would rather at the moment. Next day, it's a Friday, we are up at 8:30, breakfast at the resort, and then heading to Blizzard Beach. Again, same as Typhoon Lagoon, we're going to spend some time there, it's not going to be a long time. And then after that, we will go to the mini golf next door and have a little go at that. We will also have lunch there, but using the snack credits rather than the quick service credits, because I've heard a rumour that there's nachos and that there's like mini donuts, and for me, as I said for the previous day, mini donuts, just everything. So very excited about those. Then we'll go back to the hotel. Then we will go in the evening for our last time at Hollywood Studios. It's getting sad. Last time at Hollywood Studios, where the fast passes will be Slinky Dog, Toy Story Mania and Rock and Roller Coaster. They are our 3 fast passes for that evening. And then we will have a quick service at the resort for dinner. Be that before we go to Hollywood Studios or after, I'm not really sure yet. Saturday, up at 9, breakfast at the resort, and head to Epcot for somewhere around 11 sort of time. Aiming to do Soaring, Journey into Imagination and The Seas with Nemo and Friends. I don't know if the last 2 are worth fast passes or not, or whether it's worth doing a better things again, if that makes sense. So doing that, and then we might head into World Showcase again for another kind of little look. And we need to go to Katsura Grill and get the chicken cutlet curry, just because everyone raves about it. And I know I mentioned them earlier in the vlog, but Sophie and Dave are constantly going on about the Katsura Grill katsu curry. And we don't really like, or I don't really like curries, but it always looks so good and they always rave about it so much that I kind of I need to try it. So we're going to try that for our lunch on that day. And then we will leave Epcot, wave goodbye, and then in the evening we will go to Disney Springs, have a little wander around again, and we will go to Blaze Pizza for our dinner, which excites me very much because Blaze Pizza looks so good. And I've also put in my little kind of don't forget column the cupcake ATM at Sprinkles, because I really want to use the ATM. It's the little things. Our penultimate day will be Animal Kingdom, so spend our penultimate day there. We'll do kind of some morning, early afternoon hours there. Cali River Rapids, Flight of Passage and Everest are the 3 that I've put there. And then some lunch at Yak and Yeti, the quick service. Need to get me some of that honey chicken because that looks so good. And then once we finish Animal Kingdom, that evening, after that kind of afternoon evening, is wherever. So we can do whatever we want in that evening. There's no plan, and I've left it there really because there might be some things that we feel like we've missed or forgotten or not been able to do, and I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel like we can get everything done that we feel like we can. So if it's something like we've missed Happily Ever After, we can go do that. If, you know, we missed going to a resort that we wanted to see, or we didn't get a fast pass that we wanted, stuff like that, we might be able to go and experience that thing that we missed on our last night. So that's kind of why that's there. I'm not going to fill it with anything. It's just going to very much be a here's the time that we can fill. There's also no quick service in there either, it just says quick service. There's no specifications. So again, if we've missed somewhere that we might want to eat at, you know, Casey's Corner or something like that, then we can. Then home time day, we're here, we're at the end. Set an alarm for somewhere around like 8, I think that's sensible. Then we can do our packing, get ourselves sorted, and make sure that we've eaten breakfast and we're kind of out of the room in enough time. Leave our luggage there, head into the Magic Kingdom for the last kind of morning / afternoon. My fast passes are Seven Dwarfs, Splash and Big Thunder, and see what else we can get on in our last afternoon, but just soaking in the atmosphere really. Columbia Harbour House for lunch before we go to a resort to collect our bags, and then take the Magical Express to the airport, which is sad. The flight that we've got our eye on is like an 8:05 or something in the evening, so we'll have time. But yeah, that will be a sad day, I think. I've also put a little note that says use up snack credits, because you definitely need to do that. So that is kind of our plan. It's now over to you guys. I need thoughts and advice, particularly on fast passes and on restaurants. Like, you know, is it worth going to this particular restaurant? Is it worth having this particular fast pass, or am I just wasting my time? Ryan knows less than I do, so it's not really helpful asking him. But he's just kind of like, yeah, whatever, I'm chilled. So hopefully you guys can help out, give me a few tips. But also, I hope you enjoyed having a little insight into my spreadsheet, my planning timetable. It is super cute as timetables go. I'll give you a little bit of a look now. See, look, this is what it looks like. It's so cute. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I hope you had a nice time having a little nosy into our honeymoon life. I will see you guys next week for another vlog. What that is, yet I don't actually know. I'm not sure if it'll be house related or Disney related or everything else in my life related, but there will be another vlog for you next week. For now, have a lovely, wonderful week, stay safe, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye.